will, before I answer your question about how to study, I want to echo a couple of things that Rabie said, because I think they're very important.
Yeah,
one of the things that he touched on was the value of IMA membership after you become a CMA. That network is a huge help in your career. And I like to say that it's through that network and through those connections you get and maintain with IMA. That's how you find your next job and your best job and all of those opportunities ahead of you. And so while CMA may be your introduction to IMA, it certainly isn't the end of your relationship with IMA, because there's a lot of value to be had from that ongoing membership and the networking and the learning opportunities that take place. Now, I'm supposed to talk about how to pass the exam and how it is that we can help you do that. This is something that we've been doing for almost 25 years now. The first CMA group that I taught was in September of the year 2000. And so we're getting close to having been doing this for 25 years. There was just a talk about the change in the syllabus. This is not the first change in the syllabus that we've had. We started with 4 exams and then went down to 2 exams, and economics has gone on to the exam and come off the exam, and different topics have gone on and off. And so this is something that we're used to, something that we've done many times before, and we will have all of the materials necessary for you when you need them. And a little more detail about the changes in the syllabus, they are really very minor. Okay. There's a few line items of the syllabus that are being taken out, and there's a few line items that are being added in, but it's very, very minimal. And so if you've already started studying, continue to study, take your exam in February and May, June, whatever the case may be. And if you start studying for May, June, and you end up taking it in September, it's really not a problem. We recommend and encourage you to take the exam before it changes, so you're not, but it's really a matter of a few pages going into the textbook and a few pages coming out. Okay. It's not new sections or new topics or anything like that. So that's one thing you don't need to worry about. Like I said, we've been doing this for 25 years, and in all of that time, I've learned really one piece of advice, one key success factor for making your studies successful, and that is to make a schedule. Yeah. To make a study plan. And I know that going to class helps that, and having a live taught class that's every Tuesday night, whatever the schedule is very helpful to that. But from your personal standpoint and the enjoyment of your life while you're studying, the most important thing you can do is make a schedule of when you will study. Yeah. You cannot learn everything in class. You have to practice on your own. You have to do questions on your own. You're going to have to read the book on your own. And if you make a schedule of when you're going to do that, it not only makes studying a lot easier, but it also makes the rest of your life much, much more enjoyable. Because once you start studying for CMA, on one hand, you no longer have the question of free time and what should you do with your free time, because every day you wake up, if it's a work day, it's not a work day, it's a vacation day, it's your birthday, and you are, before you even get out of bed, you're laying in bed and you think, what should I do today? Well, you could study. Yes. That is one thing that you have available to study. Absolutely. But if you make it, and so what that means is it's always in your mind. Yeah. You come home from work and your child wants to go play outside or wants to go to the park or whatever the case is, and you think, oh, I should study. I could study. But if you make a schedule and you know that you're going to study Monday morning before work and Wednesday morning before work and Thursday evening after work, okay, whatever your schedule is, it doesn't matter. But if you know those are the times you're studying, that should help. All of the other times, you don't have to think about it. You wake up Tuesday morning and you say, I don't need to study today. Monday, Wednesday morning is when I study, not Tuesday.
No, that's a very handy tip. Yeah.
Tuesday, you enjoy. And so the thing about making a study schedule is it's not about the 10 hours you study a week. It's about all of the other hours of the week that you now don't have to think about it. Exactly. That you're now able just to wake up, enjoy it. You come home from work on Monday, it's not a study time. Go to the park with your children. Go to dinner with your spouse. Do whatever you want to do. Read a book, watch TV, go to a movie. You don't have to worry about studying. And so when you start studying, please, 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 for your own enjoyment of your life, make a study schedule. Now, in terms of actual studying, we have what you need. If you take what Hock combines with what Hayford provides you, you have everything you need. We have a great textbook. We have a great test bank. We have great support. We'll answer every question that you have. Hayford has knowledgeable and experienced teachers. Their class will explain the concepts, answer your questions, and get you prepared. And so it's everything you need. You do not need to find another source of study content. You do not need to find Google or ChatGPT. ChatGPT still isn't good enough to answer an accounting question the way it needs to be answered. It's kind of correct, but not completely correct. And so you have all of the tools you need. Our textbook, our test bank, Hayford's instructors, Hayford's classes, everything you need. We know what is on the exam and what is not on the exam. The IMA prepares a very good and very detailed syllabus for the exam. And so when we teach ratios, we know what ratios are on the exam. We know the formula to calculate those ratios for the exam. I understand that your company may have additional ratios.
Yeah.
You may have studied other ratios somewhere else. There's lots of ratios in the world.
Exactly.
IMA tells us these are the specific ratios that you need to know.
Of course.
These are the things that you need to know. In fact, it's interesting. One of the lines that is being added to the syllabus in September, we already had it in our material because it's just kind of the wrapping a topic together.
Right.
We already had that in our material as part of the old material. And so we don't even have to update the material for that. It's already there. It's already taken care of. And so your job is to study. Your job is to go to every class. Attending class is the second most important thing you can do to pass your exam. After you make a study schedule, go to class. Attend class live, ask questions if you don't understand something. There is something different about attending a live class with other people, even if you're online, and just watching a movie, a video in the dark, sitting at your desk. There's something different about it. And so take advantage of what it is that Hayford is providing you so that you are ready to take your exam and pass your exam at the end of the program. We consider, even if you're studying with Hayford, we consider you our student as well. And so any questions you have, you can ask us. You have access to our forum, and the thousands of questions that people have asked before you are all there for you to learn from and to read and to experience. I enjoy CMA. My company's involved in a lot of other certifications as well, or a growing number. CMA is my favorite. I think it's, for most people, the best first certification. If you're just entering your career, it opens a lot of doors in accounting and finance. And so if you're considering CMA, I think it's a great investment. It's a great certification. It will provide benefit to you from now until the rest of your career, until your career is over. And so I don't want to talk too much about how wonderful my materials are, because there's a point where that just becomes kind of boring, but I will stay here and be ready to answer any questions that anybody may have at the end of the event. But thank you very much for this opportunity. And for those of you that are considering doing CMA, it's a great investment, a tremendous investment opportunity for you.
Yes, Brian. Thank you. It was very enlightening.
Thank you.
Let's move to Rabie. I have a question here from a participant, and he's asking that, do we get any exemptions for other qualifications, for other accounting qualifications like CIMA or ACC or something?
Yeah, that's a good question, and we receive this question quite often. The CMA is made up of two parts.
Yes.
So, having exemption from other certifications means one of the two parts would be removed, which is not logical. So it's only 2 parts where you have to sit. It's only 2 exams. So there will be no exemption for anyone with any other professional certification.
Right, but it's very short anyway. It's only 12 to 18 months anyway. So you don't
The
need
exam,
any
yeah. Compared to other certification,
other
yeah, it's only 2
certification.
parts. It's
Yeah.
not short. Probably Brian also mentioned that it is not that easy. So it's not that short. It's not that easy. But the one who get the CMA will see a significant change in his career path.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Let's move to Dr. Ramesh. Sir, I just want you to add like how Hayford can be a game changer for our students, for CMA especially.
I hope I'm audible and visible.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Hayford has been in the forefront of various professional certifying, certifying processes. We are aligned with some of the best institutions globally. CMA, our CMA efforts are one example of it.
Yeah.
We help out with small value adds. Like we are there, for most of the institutions globally, what you can see is, I mean, it's a professional relationship. That's very good. You pay, a trainee pays money. I mean, they come, attend the program, they go away, and that's the end of the relationship. With us, it's not like that. I mean, the relationship goes on. So even you may be into the best of the professional certifications. You may have an alumni of your own, but you also have Hayford that you can fall back on for any kind of assistance because we have experts amongst our trainers and panelists and experts. It's a consulting firm that is backing us. So we do have access to all those. For people who for people who are very new, I mean, who have not really got that much of experience under their belt, we also offer opportunities for getting that experience. It may be in terms of short-term employment. It may be for experienced people if they are suitable for carrying on in a company. It may be a very good opportunity for a longer-term career prospect. So this is an added advantage which very, very few institutions can provide today. I mean, these are the basic differentiators.
Yeah.
And we are also, and look, one big advantage with a highly differentiated kind of institution like Hayford is that we have multiple programs. I mean, like Brian was saying that, this is usually the first professional step in a academic career, on the academic side of a finance professional. And that being so, we offer further opportunities. I mean, if you find it good, you can keep coming back to us for further developments. If you want to step up further, we have those opportunities. We can show you what are the, I mean, if you haven't spotted those opportunities, we may be able to point them out to you. So these are the other benefits that we can offer you. So, and of course, if
apart from a very, very good location, you are in the heart of Dubai, so it's very convenient for commute as well. And most of the finance people work around the business bay anyway.
Yes.
And one more thing,
most of the big companies are there too.
Sorry?
Most of the big companies too are present.
Exactly. Yes. And you have very flexible scheduling as well. Like
that's right.
It's convenient for the working students especially. Because this is
for a working professional, we offer one of the most friendly ways of participating in this particular curriculum.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Rabie, I have a question from a student. And he said that why I should go for CMA and not for CFA. It's a good question.
This is the second question that we receive usually, and also it is a good question. All the professional bodies have the same goal. We all have the same target: is to develop the accounting and finance profession. Yes, we compete when it comes comes to business development. However, at the end of the day, we all have the same target, is to develop the accounting and finance profession. So I'll give you one example about myself. When I entered universities, I entered as general business. I didn't like accounting. I didn't go too far. I went to banking and finance. So it's your preference. Where do you see yourself in the future? Do you see yourself as accountant, as auditor, as a management accountant, as an analyst? Where do you see yourself? The good thing about the CMA is that it is management accounting, and there are no certifications in the market that are management accountant. Yes, there is cost accounting, there is auditing certification, but cost accounting, management accounting, it's not there. It's not there in the market. And if you look back to the topics, they cover a lot of aspects when it comes to the career, from budgeting to reporting to implementing to managing. The management skills are really crucial, because you can learn a lot of technical things through your career, but management skills need some education plus your personality as well. So that's where you have to choose CMA. If you see yourself as a management accountant, if you see yourself as auditor, you can go for CPA. If you see yourself like investment analyst, you can go for the CFA. So yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah, and I'll add into this same question that if someone holds an MBA degree, how CMA can help them in their career?
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
If someone have an MBA in finance, how CMA can be helpful in their career? Of course, you talked something about it already, so I just want to add on it.
The first thing that he will be benefiting from is our student membership. So an MBA can register for student membership, which is a discounted prices in comparison to the professional membership. That's first. Second, having a master's degree, it's also, at the end of the day, it's an academical degree. It's not a professional degree. And we are talking, I started my speech about the gap between what you learn in the university and what is on ground. And here, where professional certification fill the gap, still in the MBA, you will still be studying theoretical things, things you might not use in your actual career, and things that are theoretical, not practical.
Yeah. And one more thing I want to add for this question to answer is that when you are doing it academically, you are not actually continuously updating yourself. But with professional qualifications, you do it every year. Whatever the changes are, whatever new things are implemented, you are actually updating yourself. As you have to, if you have to keep the membership of these
100%. And to add to what you have said already, I said that you have to have an active membership, and Brian also mentioned the membership benefits. Also, we require the CMA to keep every year 35 CPEs. Those CPEs are continuing education, where you keep your brain, you keep your skills updated with all the changes, because you will attend webinars, you will attend courses, you will see people, you will see seminars, people at seminars, that you will discuss things that keeps you refreshed on what is happening, and things are so fast. So you have to keep updated.
And that is why to get to the top positions of any company, you have to hold a certificate like this, because you have to update yourself.
Sure.
What changes are right. Thank you very much. Okay, I've got another question. Let me see. Who should I throw to? So, okay, there is a student who is studying Bachelor of Science in Accounting. So his question is that if I'm doing CMA, will I be having any exemptions? Well, you said no, there are no exemptions for the qualifications. You already answered this question. So I'll simply tell that because it's only 2 parts, so it's not, and they are structured in such a way that you cannot exempt a portion of that part 1 or part 2. So it's not possible to get an exemption. All right.
Yes, but I need to add also one more thing. Since he's a student in science, I have mentioned earlier that we need 2 years of experience in accounting or finance. However, when someone is a student, he will not have those 2 years of experience. So what we grant undergraduates, we grant them 7 years to complete 2 years of experience. Okay, so let's say the one who asked the question have completed the CMA right now and he's still undergraduate. We provide him with a letter that he has completed both exam parts for the CMA, and believe me, the market will run after such a candidate who finished a professional certification while being in the university. They will rush into getting him into their departments, and within 7 years he has to complete 2 years of experience to receive the certification and to receive the credential of the CMA.
Very good. Okay, so it's not, it is not a stopping factor for someone who doesn't have experience. They can always start, they can complete, and then they can do it later on. They can get the experience.
At all. And actually, if I want to talk about other markets, now I'm talking to you from Dubai, but if I want to talk about other markets like India, like Egypt, it's totally different. Most of our candidates are undergraduates, are not professionals. Most of them are students that they know that once they finish the bachelor degree in accounting or finance or any other bachelor degree, and to be in the market, they will not be differentiated. So having a professional certification will give them this differentiation.
Right. And one more thing I want you to add a bit about the whole GCC region, because many students who are working now, they may be like thinking of shifting to Saudi, maybe Qatar, Bahrain. So are they going to get any help from IMA there as well? Or is it only in UAE?
Yes, thank you, Fahim, for this question. Actually, recently we have opened our office in Saudi. The regional office is in Dubai. Okay. So we have another office in Saudi to support and to be there for developing the business, for doing more acquisitions, for supporting our members. And we have in Saudi 3 chapters. So those chapters keep the community updated. They do events, they do iftars, they do volunteering activities for the members. And because we have another office also in Egypt, because Egypt is another market that you need to be there, you need to be present. Because we are not present in every city, we have chapters in every city. We have chapter in Bahrain, we have chapter in Doha, we have chapter in Amman. So those chapter members keep the IMA members connected, they keep them up to date, they keep them involved with everything that is happening.
Okay, and one more burning question. Do they get any job support? Do they get any support for job hunting or any, and like you said that we have these chapters, so do they help them in finding jobs as well? Like if someone is moving from UAE to Saudi?
Actually, to have something like this means to have a separate department that focuses on recruitment. You know that recruitment is a whole business on its own.
Exactly.
And we are involved in raising awareness for the CMA and collaborating with corporates, and actually our CMAs are our ambassadors in the companies. So so if you are a CMA and you are in a company, you are doing well, your manager will tell you, get me another CMA. That's how we are doing it. But to have someone hired or to place someone in certain position or in certain market, it's not our job.
There may not be direct support, but indirectly you get help.
Indirectly, definitely we support.
You support them. All right. All right, guys, thank you very much for your time. If there is any question, I am waiting. If someone has any question or if things are. So, okay, this webinar is recorded. So I think it will be available on our website, on our social media accounts as well. If you want to let someone else do it. Salam, if you want to add anything in the end. Dr. Ramesh?
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Fahim. For those of you who have taken your time out to attend this seminar, on behalf of Hayford and entire team, I mean, I would like to express sincere thanks. because it's people like you who make such things possible, because they more the people who attend, more the awareness that spreads. And today for academic efforts like certifications like CMA and any other good certification program, and that too in a place like UAE, especially Dubai, and at a time where the economy is picking up and the market is literally exploding in certain sectors. For example, with the corporate tax and various other consulting services coming up, this is a right time for people to come in and grab these opportunities. So for those of you who have come in, I mean, I congratulate all of you, because you've done something, taken the first right step in your academic career. The second step is, of course, to register for these programs and go ahead and do it. Take a decision and do it, because now is the time. Don't miss the bus.
You're right. You're right. This is the peak time, of course, to get into finance profession, especially in UAE right now.
Yeah. So thank you.
Brian, any final comments from you before we leave?
Just kind of summarize all of this and say this CMA is a tremendous opportunity. It's a tremendous opportunity that provides benefit the rest of your career, whether it's in accounting or finance or internal audit or whatever direction it is that your career goes after you get started. It's a tremendous opportunity. The return on investment is very, very high. And so I encourage everyone to really, really look at this as a great investment in your future.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rabie.
My pleasure.
Brian, thank you very much. Thank you, students, for joining. And if you have any query or any clarification you need, you can always contact Hayford, our admissions department, and other teams. And thank you very much. Until next time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.